Go out there and rule the day with a good, healthy pH balance. What's up, Yoni goddesses? It's your girl, Goddess in the Flesh, Lady Yoni, also known as the Lady, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how I naturally restore my pH balance, girl. Yes, my pH balance. I use these tips and these steps to help restore everything that was going on when I had bacterial vaginosis, which is BV, which is very common for women, and also yeast infection. So girl, before we get into this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for your girl. Alright ladies, so yes, how I naturally restore my pH balance. Girl, so let's talk about what a pH balance is and why it's important for women to know. First off, pH does not stand for poom poom health or poom poom hygiene. I don't know who told y'all that, but it's not stand for that. It actually stands for potential hydrogen, which is something that they use to measure how acidic or how basic an aqueous solution is. Yes, that's all it really is. We're not going to go into the deep science of it. We're going to give you a little science, okay? So there you go for the day. A woman's natural pH is between 3.8 and 4.5. Yes, we're a little acidic, girl. We're a little, sound like I said city girl. We're a little acidic girl. City girl. But anyways, when our pH go beyond these levels of 3.8 and 4.5, where it's more acidic or more alkaline, you may see signs and symptoms that's telling you your pH is a little wonky, girl. It might be a little wonky. So here we go. Let's get into what they are. Number one, smell, girl. That's gonna be the first thing you're gonna notice. Like, oh, wait a minute, it's a little fishy. Your smell can give off an order and tell you, hey, your pH may be a little wonky, sis. Other things you want to pay attention to is irritation, like burning, itchiness, swelling, redness. These are signs and symptoms of a wonky pH, and also abnormal discharge, whether it's the color of how much you're discharging. If it changed, pay attention. Now, here's my steps of how I naturally restore my pH balance. All the things that I did, all the stuff, the tips, and everything, sis, over the course of like 3 to 4 days, girl. I know what, that's it. Number one thing I did to naturally restore my pH balance is what? My diet, girl. I pay attention to my diet now. I was already a vegan, but I wanted to make sure that I was eating enough. I wasn't doing the junk food vegan, which I was. And I was drinking my little wine a little bit around that time, girl. So you want to pay attention to the foods that you're inviting to your body. Too much dairy, too much meat, pastries. You're going to do your research. Wake up, sis. Here's some things that I did. I drink enough water. And also having enough fresh fruits and fresh vegetables in my body daily. I also created my own Yoni Detox drink, girl. I call it Yoni Snapback, girl. Because we snap right on back, sis. So here got the ingredients. All you need is 16 ounces of water. About 16 ounces. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Yes, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar with the butter. Now, I don't know what the butter is, but go ahead and get it, girl, because it's natural, healthy, and I love it, girl. I love it. 1 tablespoon of turmeric. Now, if you're not used to using turmeric or these ingredients, start a little bit smaller. I was already used to using turmeric, but normally they would say use about 1 teaspoon. So, starting between that, girl. Don't do too much nonsense. Do your research. This is so key. I got my 16 ounces of water, my 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and my 1 tablespoon of my turmeric. I shook that thing up and I drank it in the morning, sis. Every single morning, girl. Yes. Also, girl, I created my own poom poom wash. My own poom poom wash, sis. Yes. 16 ounces of water. Yes. You're going to need the same amount of water to use for the drink. 16 ounces of water. And apple cider vinegar. Yes, the apple cider vinegar came up again, sis. I love me some apple cider vinegar. I used about 2 tablespoons as well in that, and I also used two drops of tea tree oil. Now, be mindful of tea tree oil. If you're not used to using tea tree oil, girl, you can also use peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil, lemongrass oil, but do your research on how much is good for you, because I was already used to using these ingredients, sis. So be mindful now. I use this wash every single time after I use the restroom. So if I use the restroom, I make sure I clean myself up. But also I came, sat in the shower, and I did a little wash, little wash. I didn't use all of it, but I just get a little tab. I didn't insert anything. It's not a dish. It's just a little wash off on the outside of your, you know, girl. You know. Also, I created my own detox bath. Now, I use this detox bath for other things as well, and I love it so much, but this is when I first started using it. Here go the ingredients right here. If you see my video on TikTok that went viral, sis, you already got the ingredients, but let's go back around again, girl. First thing you're going to need is 2 cups of pink Himalayan salt or 2 cups of regular sea salt. Yes, pink Himalayan salt, I love it, or you can use regular sea salt. Don't use regular salt, girl. Don't use regular salt. Just don't. 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. Now, y'all probably like, what's up with this girl and apple cider vinegar? I just had did some research around that time. I knew what's happening with the pH balance. So 5 to 10 drops of tea tree oil. They got tea tree oil again, girl. But be careful with the tub knife, because it might burn your ass. I warned you now. So if you're not used to using it, start out with 5 drops. It's very strong. Make sure you mix it up in that tub, girl. Because if you don't, it get on your skin. Trust me, I burned my ass a couple times, sis. I also used 5 drops of natural honey. So, girl, I got my bath together. It was nice and hot. I put my salt, my apple cider vinegar, my honey, my tea tree oil, and I spin it around. And I set in that tub by a good 20 to 30 minutes, sis. And I did this bath every single night for about 3 to 4 days, sis. Woo, girl, I know that was a lot how I naturally restored my pH balance. So let's go back and how I did everything step by step, girl. Number 1 thing is, like I said, my diet. I drank my Yoni Snapback, but I also was drinking enough water, eating enough fresh fruits and fresh vegetables daily. Other thing I did was also the poom poom wash, sis. So make sure you get the ingredients for the poom poom wash and also the ingredients for the bath. And I did these, like I said, 3 to 4 days. You were like, ooh, your girl was floating, sis. So I know some of y'all was like, why she ain't use boric acid? Girl, back then I was not using boric acid. I didn't even know anything about it until I got a little bit older. Alright, sis, so those are all the steps I use to naturally restore my pH balance. But let's get into some other things that you want to pay attention to. Number 1 thing, like I said before, was your diet, but also your hygiene, sis. Make sure you washing your hands, girl. Some of y'all ain't washing your hands out there, I know. I know, sis. So make sure you're washing your hands, your undergarments, and make sure you're just keeping up with things and make sure things are natural and organic. Also, pay attention to your partner when you having your little fun. You want to make sure stuff is washed before and after, sis. That is very key, because trust me, some of these men out here are not too clean. And they go around like, you don't know. One time, you know, you want to get a little and you know he been playing basketball all day, and then you want to come and have a little fun, and then things get a little wonky, sis. So make sure you pay attention to your partner before things is going on, girl. Other things that you want to do, sis, to prevent unbalanced pH is use natural and organic products. Yes, natural and organic feminine care products is so key to this whole process, sis. So make sure you're using the soaps, the pads, and all those things. I love Honey Pot. I love Cora. These are some good companies to use. I link everything down below for my bath ingredients, my poom poom wash, everything, girl. All the links and all that stuff is down below, sis. That's my whole video, how I naturally restore my pH balance, signs and symptoms that you could understand to see if your pH may be a little wonky, and things to prevent a wonky pH. Alright, sisters, like I said, my name is Lady Yoni, also known as the Lady, and thank you for tuning into my channel. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button, sis, so we can stay connected. We can stay here, because we need to talk about this. We need a girl talk. We need a girl talk, because we ain't gonna see all this on TV, girl. So make sure your pH is up to par. So slow down. I know you ready to go out there and have your little weekend, your little fun, but make sure your pH is alright. You want to go out there and make sure your pH is right before you have your little fun, okay?